Now we can life gain, while also starting the damage to our opponent. So this will be 6 damage basically. And our opponent just says, well, I cannot beat it. Whatever they do, they are losing their board. Why? Because we can kill Demon at dance step, so we are draining them and they are not draining us. And I think this is worth it. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we are killing our opponent with Lifegain. Yep, you heard it right. Whenever we gain life target, opponent loses that much life. You play this, it dies, and then it's enchantment for the rest of the game, and that means every union of the third path is probably like 6 damage to your opponent's face while cycling cards. Kaya deals 6 damage basically, and even Elspeth with tokens can deal so much damage because a 3/3 token with lifelink is 6 damage to the face. With Annex we have card advantage, and with Demon we can drain, and when we gain life, your opponent loses life, so we can basically drain 4 life a turn with this, and you will see this showcased to a huge extent. And you might miss another interaction, because with Fortress, this life gains, which means that every time we have Tenacity in the board, it deals 2 extra damage. So if you have double Tenacity in your board, it deals 7 damage for 4 mana. That's why we play 4 off. With Lay Down Arms, we can kill our own creatures if that means leave far for our opponent. So the deck is sweet, we have so much life gain that we can stand our ground against aggressive decks, and we have enough card and advantage that we can kill everything else. So I think you will like it. Let's go into games and enjoy. If our opponent taps, we go for I mean, we are a fellow Unholy Annex gamer, and we definitely need to use this turn, especially against Dimir, because they probably cannot answer it. And this could be interesting, because we have removal, and we are both burning our life total at the same rate. And I think we can survive it longer than our opponent. Like, we actually should be ahead here. Yep, I really want lands for every turn. I mean, I can basically survive it forever. So if our opponent is going for like demons or something, man, they're actually paying more life. So this is very... Oh, I need to discard something? No. Let's go for Lay Down Arms. It's a great card, but I think we can manage without it. Sure, 1 damage. So they paid 1 life and they dealt 1 life right now. Hidetsugu. Oh, you don't want to do it. Bruh, you don't want to do it. Is that our deck? It really feels like it. Fortunately, I have the perfect answer to this. We have, what, 2 planes here? That will be the 3rd one, so at some point we will start using Lay Down Arms on this, but it's for future. So, yep, they drained once, but they will lose 1 of their best cards. And we also get the token, which is nice. And we're working toward Kaya. Yeah, on the downside we need to play untapped land, so maybe our next turn will be a little bit worse. I mean, this is an easy one. Let's go for this. And this will be a problem for our opponent, because we're actually ahead on life total, even after the trigger, and it will be extremely hard for our opponent to survive with a demon. I guess on the next turn they can do it, because our removal is just so unfortunate. We actually don't have a like anything against 5/5. Liviana is scary, but I think we can survive her. It's like she's discarding from both sides. We have a lot of fortresses. It's interesting they went with the Cover-Up. It's not a bad card for the matchup. It's not a bad card. They have black mana. Do we want planes? Yes. The answer is yes. We could go for demon. It will die. It's not great. I think, well, this is a counter spell mana. So if we play Elspeth, I wouldn't be surprised with a counter spell. They cannot really use it. Well, they can kill something at dance step. If we use this, we cannot make another play. So I think we're forced to use them. If that's 3 steps ahead, which really feels like it, I actually want to trade against this card, and they can, yeah, and they cannot draw cards, so they're actually kinda like card negative in a way. Like, they traded 1 for 1, of course, so it's not like we're getting ahead, but this is the card that can go ahead against it. We have what? 4 planes, so we're close. Split up. I think we actually get 1 Lay Down Arms. I still want Virtue of Persistence because they are playing creatures. I guess we exile this one, but we won't exile the next one. 40 cards, so we can be really aggressive here. Kaya is great, but we need to sneak her. We cannot just, you know, smash her into the board. I think this would be 3 steps ahead. Oh man, I didn't expect it to work. I honestly didn't. Alright, I think we'll make a fish at the end step. So our opponent thinks that we'll burn ourselves with the Annex, but we have so many unions that I don't think that's the problem. We are both like burning through the library. If we start getting glimmers, they are in some huge trouble. Sure. A treasure token. Yeah, we have three more glimmers, so we should be playing them. This will be a problem, but we have so many. I think it's Get Lost. We have so many Get Lost in the deck, so we should kill her in time. Yeah, they're going to this ultimate, and I'll be honest, ultimate is a little bit scary, so we will try to be aggressive against Liliana, so we'll make a fish into token, maybe even fortress, depending on the situation. Because we can recover, we have more value than them. With double Annex. We just need to survive through them. And with Kaya we can make sure that we life gain enough. Like single alright, that's nice. For us. Man, we are just both ramping the pressure. This is a good play by them. They are losing 4. And I mean, let's do it. This is something we will do it. They have 4 mana, so that's enough for double removal. Killing Liliana is extremely important. We want to make our draws a little bit better. This will be hard. I really don't want to go for a Restless Fortress, and I might be forced to because we didn't draw Get Lost. We might draw it before our opponent's upkeep because we will draw 2 extra cards. So how hard do we want to go? If we go for 3 different plays, we are kinda guaranteed that it will work. I'm scared that if I attack like this, they will just go cut down into cut down. And that's alright, they can have cut downs. I mean, we have kinda the situation, you know? We need to pressure. And I need to keep attacking. If they want to remove Fortress, this is the moment. We need to go like this. Moment we hit Glimmer, we win the game very quickly because we can life gain so much. But, okay, this is actually a huge trigger. They need to kill 3 creatures, and I think there is a chance they might. Please, don't kill all of them. Like, I really invested into this play. Oh my god, alright, the fish! Oh my god, the fish of doom. I'm so happy the fish survived, and now we have some extra cards. So hopefully, oh my god, the third Annex, no glimmers. This is not the best draw of my life so far. All they need to do is +1 Liliana and pass the turn. They don't need to do literally anything else, and they will win if they go for it. If they go for the demon, I actually really like it. That's good. I think they got a little bit scared with their life total, for a good reason. But that costs so much mana. Alright, Virtue of Persistence is a life gain, you know? Oh my god, this is a token. So we use this and we answer 5 mana for a single point of mana. I don't think we need another Annex. Listen, I love Annexes, but 3 is a little bit too hardcore even for me. Like, come on. Oh, the fellow Demon Gamer. Alright guys, this is important. I can play Kaya on top of this. We go like this, and we see the reaction. Oh boy, this will be so hard. Yep, this is their last play. And that means we can set up Kaya. I didn't play land because I didn't want to show them that we have this. The problem is that they might unlock this, right? If I play... Man, this is so awkward, right? I think I'm kinda forced. I don't have enough mana. I actually don't have enough mana. So we can go for the demon, but that means that we'll get Liliana ultimate. They will probably split correctly. I could go for Kaya and steal this. But this is not a demon, right? Sorry, I need to think about this. Like, we don't have good place on this turn. We can go Union, but it's very, very slow, and then I cannot answer the stuff. I could draw Get Lost, but it's really risky right now. You know what? We have to go for this play. What? 4, 5. I don't need... Okay, double Backstreet. Oh boy. We need to go like this, man. And then we try to Get Lost at the upkeep, because we are drawing 2 cards. And hope for a bad split. Like, this is kind of the bad situation when you don't draw your answer. Oh, please. Alright. This is how we roll, guys. This is how we roll. I should make a stop at the upkeep. I messed up. So if we lose... Alright, if they have a counter spell, that would be entirely on me. I forgot that they will untap at the upkeep, and we are already drawing this in our turn. So that was a huge blunder that fortunately I wasn't like punished for. And now we are kinda getting there, you know? Man, I think with this there is a huge chance we will win this. But that's crazy. And we are doing some... Like, both of us are doing 3 cards a turn, since basically the full game. Alright, so they will probably kill the demon and hit our face, and we need to survive against this. Alright, this... Oh, I wish they didn't hit the land, that's so good for them. It's basically free mana. Oh my god, just so good at magic. I don't think they care about counters so much. Alright, Kaya, bye. But, so basically with 3 cards a turn, I would love to not lose her, you know? But it's fine. Obviously he will have something. Okay. That's a lot of damage. But they tapped. They fully tapped. They also didn't attack. You know what? You know what? This could work. Another Get Lost, super important card. You can see how important this card is. We definitely are playing land. Our opponent knows about everything except Get Lost. So I can Virtue of Persistence. And I like this play a lot. And this is kinda smarty smart, you know? I like it. So we make this, we attack, and now if they block, like, whatever they do, they are losing their board. Oh, that's nice. And then we can split up into Union. Or Union into split up, actually. It's not over, but it's a good play that will get us a little bit ahead. And we lose the fish. So they have Liliana. And I mean, if we're doing this play, 1 life, how much it matters? They will get this 4 damage. You know what? I think having open mana is more important. Untapped creatures. Why? Because we can kill demon at the end step, so we are draining them and they are not draining us, and I think this is worth it. Like, we are doing so many cards, we should be able to kill them before it. By the way, we didn't draw any of our 3 glimmers since like 15 turns, 15 cards, sorry. It's crazy. Shuffle, what's going on there? Like, we want a single glimmer. This is good for them. I think so they will take Get Lost probably. But that's okay. I know I'm getting more life gain if I play Union, but if that... Union might draw you the best card of your deck, and you don't want to go around it. And our opponent needs to kill a demon because it will drain him. Right now in this turn cycle, if they don't have demon, they are getting 8 damage. Yep. And they are really taxed every turn, and I think we can kill this with Late Arms or something, like with a lot of removal, or even split up, right? But then we are losing the demon, so we can, I guess, force a trade. And now we will uncover our new card. We cannot hit Get Lost or any 2 mana instant. I think we should be able to draw into removal easily and start attacking. They still have 3 mana, which is unfortunate. See? perfectly as we wanted. And our opponent is burning counter spells. I want to go Union right now. What are the cards? They have Shelly. And they don't have enough mana to counter spell with drawing cards. They have to react to this. Or attack from the demon. Like, this is too huge of damage. And they are actually at 18. They are doing good job at this. But they use both of the chambers. And I think this is a good moment to play this. Do I want a land? I probably do. So the question is, do I want to go Unions? 3. I won't be able to play Virtue. How much mana we have after this? Alright, I actually will play this. I think it's worth it. Man, what a harsh game. I'll be honest. Oh, they actually burned the big counter spell. Alright, that's fine. That's kinda fine. Good for our opponent, but still we need to burn through it. And we are drawing those cards and we are draining. So they need another demon. They have Hidetsugu probably in the hand. They should be playing more than one. So I expect Hidetsugu. Sure, I don't think it matters at all. And the question is, do I want small library? I think we do. I think we do. It's really important that we have all the mana that we can. It's so unfortunate that the US Kaya, we weren't able to play her. Sure. I think we will play this in response. By the way, we can use Enduring Tenacity to try to kill them, but I want to make sure that I have more time. So, I think we won this game, guys. I think we actually won. Alright, it's not over, but it's close to over. They have only 4 mana. Are playing land, because reasons. And we Smork. Our opponent definitely wants to answer it, right? Definitely. What do you have? Whale. Whale is really good for them. Yeah, I want my demon on top. Alright. Oh, it's not on top. So, that's the first step. I think we'll split up and see if they counter it. They really want the Sheoldred. And we can always go for demon. This is... Oh my god, I actually messed it. I thought... Oh, I hit the wrong thing. However, they don't have counter spells, so I win anyway. Sorry for this blunder. I was so focused on trying to bait this play that I actually didn't pay attention. So we won this. And I think we'll... Oh no, we won't win. Right? Because we need more. I don't have enough cards right now. I need demon. So let's go with the demon. Oh boy, this is rough. Man, I messed up so hard right now. But we need to salvage it. I think we can. I think we actually can. They don't have counter spells, so that means they are defenseless against our reckless hate. So we will do this play on the next turn, and we drain them down to 4. Now they need to play demon or they die, and that should tax. The fact that they don't have 2 mana counter spell is huge. They probably have 3 steps ahead only. I didn't count how many. It's fine, like we will win this, alright? I really hope we will win. See, this is the card, and they are trying to find the demon because and this is what I told you in the early game. We can survive Annex way better than our opponent. We can remove every demon, and we have way more life gain, so they will never out-annex us. Alright, we're going first. I'll be honest, like, being on the play with this hand is insanely amazing because we have card advantage, we have sweepers, and we have life gain. So as long as we can play those, everything should be fine. I think we go for Annex, because we don't want to miss this potential turn 3 play. Alright, I mean, fellow Fabled Passage gamer, you know? Oh, I like it. So generally with this you want to take planes because of lay down arms, but here we actually really need black mana so we can play this. I'm not let's go black mana so we can play this, alright, so I don't mess it up. Our turn 2 is super lackluster, but other than this, it should be fine. And I think we'll make a stick. Was I quick enough? Nope. 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 Oh, alright. I want to show our opponent that maybe I have something, and it's so weird that they might think like Edict or something. Is that an actual control? That's not good. If this is control with no more lies, I think like they will get rid of our best engine. Alright, it went through. That's huge. So now get losses on the table. They should absolutely play it. Alright. Okay, alright. I actually don't mind it, man. I'm so much happier to play against this deck, which is the best deck of the format nearly, if not the best deck, than play against control. Just because of how good control can be against this kind of situation. Alright. I think we are going with this. So the idea is that you pressure them with the Annex, you get this card advantage, so if they counter it, they cannot kill Annex, and that means basically you cycle Elspeth into a new card, and you force their full turn to be off. See? And we have another one. So we kinda got ahead, but we need to start drawing lands. I would love to get the Glimmer, and we need black mana and Glimmer. And then we can start playing Unions. I would love to play it now instead of, you know, later. Here's the one. I mean, we need to keep pressuring them. Oculus is not on in the board. Elspeth is kinda huge because we want to start the game as much as possible. We have really good value if we can survive. If we can survive. Prankster. Oh no, Oculus. Ah, that's so good for them. That was the biggest hit they could have right now. And now that means Oculus is on the table, right? 1 mana, alright, 2 mana. It's already a little bit better. If they kill Elspeth, that opens potential for Sunfall, but we need to be good at the game and draw cards. And I'm not sure if we can. This is ultra annoying. Like, not gonna lie. Alright. Alright. Honestly, Lay Down Arms is so good here. Alright, so what we will do is make another token because we want to protect Elspeth. I think we are kinda doing it. Man, this is so huge because it's plains and that's the third one. This also gets exiled. I actually want the land for the next turn. Like, it's kinda important. Do you want the Lifegain? Please? Now we have 3 mana on top of this, so they actually cannot counter it, I believe. Yep, they would love to counter, but they cannot. We can go with Glimmer. So it's Glimmer into 2 mana. So we need a little bit more. I'm not attacking on this turn. We can also sacrifice the token in case they try to bounce it or something. And this Annex needs to do a lot of work. With Unions we are kinda okay. We could get lost here, but I don't think it's great. It's not like they will counter those cards. And even so, they need to play something into the board. Then they need to keep counterspell for Get Lost at the end step. And then they probably don't have mana for Sunfall, and that's the real play. And that's how we try to do it. So I would expect they have Into the Maw, or whatever it's called. Into the Flood Maw, right? And for this reason, we'll just make this, because we need to be tempo efficient. And I actually don't want to get, like, they will never kill Elspeth like this, so they need to commit more to the board. This is actually really good for us. Like, this is not a strong play. Alright, guys. Alright. I could get lost, but it's not worth it. I wonder if this is something they can flip, but they need 3 mana for their good cards, so I don't think it matters too much. I will play one of them. Because our opponent hopes that Annex will kill us, but that's not the case. Basically, this play mitigates the whole damage we got during the full turn, and we have so many of them. See? They risked everything for this play. Alright. So I think we have... Oh man. So I would love to go with Glimmer and -2. Then we actually deal a lot of damage. The alternate play would be to Sunfall this board, but it's probably not great yet. Yeah, I think we go for this play. This is really good. Now we can Lifegain, while also starting the damage to our opponent. They can bounce it, so this will be hard to use right now. But we already got some value, so this will be 6 damage basically. And our opponent just says, well, I cannot beat it. Alright, this was a little bit easier than I expected, but you know, this is tier 1 deck, so I'll take it. Alright, our opponent is going first. I'll be honest, this is such a bad hand on the draw. Oh my god, this is so horrible. Listen, I'm taking it. I'm taking it. If I mulligan, I will probably not hit anything anyway. And at least this way I can beat some decks, but against Mono Red we probably are gone. Like, this is good, but it's so slow, I cannot... Like, on the draw 4 drop feels basically like I will play it after I'm at minus 50. Here's the Mono Red with pretending of a splash. So we cannot kill it probably. It feels that our opponent is playing like this because they want to protect Swift Spear. They didn't play it on turn 1. I think we actually want to go like this. I have 2 more lands and that should be enough for a while. This will be, man, casting Annex on the draw is such a hard deal. See, they're going with it. They just cannot stand not hitting the face for at least 5 to 10 damage. And, I mean, this is a nice split up, but I don't think it will work, right? So if I play Virtue, they protect it. Very easily. Actually, really easily. I know, but I don't think... single Swift Spear is not enough scaling to probably like kill us super hard. So I need to make sure that they think that we have open removal, because that changes how they play. So we make those fake stops. 1, 2, 3, they should realize. Alright, see? And thanks to this we got only 3 damage and they are not pumping anything. Now we have actually quite a lot of stuff. Alright, I think this is a pretty decent opening right now. So we will go with Union of the first path. And let's see if they try to catch us off guard if we crack it. I will take Plains, even though probably we already hit everything with Lay Down Waste. Or Lay Down Arms or whatever. Do we go with Tenacity? Then we die, right? So that's a pretty bad play. You probably don't want to instantly die. So the idea is that our opponent will think that he can chip the damage, and if we don't invest into killing this Slick Shot, this will be a problem. But that also means... So they are going for this cheap damage, they don't realize that we have this, which negates basically the cheap damage of last 4 turns. And that's a big deal. And now we can start playing interesting stuff. The problem is that if I play anything, I will die. We could split up, but that's not good enough probably. I would love to have another 1 or 2 mana removal. Oh boy, this is rough, because I have those 5 mana plays that cannot be played. It will be very hard. I don't see any easy play here. Sheoldred won't leave. This will get super trampled. I cannot play Demon on this turn. I think we'll go with this because it has the highest toughness, so Slick Shot will run free basically. I think we'll die on this turn, because we will be able to block Swift Spear, but it will grow probably above 5, so the trample will instantly... If they go for 2-turn kill, I'm absolutely fine with this. I'm not sure how many pump spells they have. If they have like 2 or 3 mana of pump spells, they can play the Challenger, Slick Shot, into something. If they are just going with this, this could be perfect. They only have 1 spell, man. They can go for double strike. Let's see. They have the wrong mana as well. Man, perfect. Man, I love it. I think we just won, and I don't really think that our opponent made the right play. Alright, so we are attacking, and you can guess why. You can guess why. Yep. Oh, we probably don't care. Well, we will show Mono Red why they should care. They can protect one of the creatures probably. But only one. And we attack because we want Sheoldred to be tapped so it doesn't die to... Man, this is huge. So, they couldn't kill us on the last turn. I could try Virtue. I probably won't get any value. I still think it's worth it on this turn, because that forces one of the last 2 cards, and that means they get no pump. Because green protection is usually... Alright, they get the counter, so this will be permanent. But you see, they basically lost 2 power of this. And I think with 2 cards, they cannot burst us. Man, that was pretty meticulous play. I really thought we would lose, and you can see the power of split up, because we only killed our opponent's creatures, while also preserving our best creature in the board. Alright, we're going first. I kinda am okay with this hand. We definitely don't want to draw more lands. Oh boy, I don't know the matchup. I honestly don't think it's worth it. I think it's a bad draw. Let's take it. I think I can salvage the game with Unholy Annex. Because if they have creatures, I might still die faster than I can recover with this. So we really want to preserve the lives total. Man, with Annex and the Unions, you can basically draw so many... Oh boy, oh boy. I really need to kill this. This is insane card, and I hope they won't draw another one. Like, this is insanely strong. We need to go with Annex. I need to get the value, bro. Like, we need to go super hard here. On the bright side, well, they have torched the towers probably. They can bargain this and get 3 damage to our Glimmer, so it's exiled. So maybe we want some removal in response. Alright. Alright. Okay, this is kinda huge. Man, they... so you think that they are mana screwed. No, they had talent and they have spells. They decided that this will cycle them into perfect hand, and they were right. If not this get lost, we would get absolutely run over. And now our opponent's strategy completely fizzled. One get lost actually won us the game, because I think they could cycle all the hand, hit lands, and then we wouldn't be able to stop them in time. Also with Annex, they know they are falling super behind every turn. I think this is one of the few decks on the channel that actually tried to kill our opponents with a Lifegain. So I have to say that Enduring Tenacity is a very interesting card, and the fact that after it dies, it's still here, it's a big deal. So it's a very interesting strategy, and that allows us to play basically full Lifegain deck. Unions are not, you know, super strong because you are kinda losing tempo and you are not getting too much value out of this. You pay 3 mana just for 1 single card. However, if you can make sure that your Lifegain actually either translates to new cards thanks to Unholy Annex or kills your opponents, and this is a win con, like imagine 3 mana spell that deals 6 damage to your opponent's face and draws a card. It would be kinda broken card, and this is what we have in this deck. And with Enduring Tenacity, the point is that if you play this, it always dies because your opponent is stacked with removal because we are playing standard, and that's the best part. Then you still have it as an enchantment, and enchantments are so much harder to remove, especially that you play also annexes. So even if your opponent for some reason is crazy and plays 4 Get Lost, he still cannot kill everything, and he needs to use a removal on this as well. So this is a very persistent combo that is way more like annoying for your opponent than you can tell with the games. But yeah, I like this strategy, especially with the Annex. We showcase how this kind of synergy can be leveraged into just outvaluing even control decks. Our opponent was playing a hard, heavy control style, and we outvalued him completely, while also pressuring life total. So yeah, before we go into the rest part of the deck, because I'm kind of excited for this one, this is something we didn't showcase so far, but first, a huge thank you to our amazing Patreon supporters for allowing crazy content like this to happen, so we can, you know, go a little bit crazy in standard every single day. Really thank you guys, and really thank you also to our newest addition to the Sloth Inner Circle. Sharokin, thank you man for supporting, I really appreciate it, and I hope you are enjoying the channel. And yeah, for this one, I'm so happy we can play Annex. One of the cool things about Annex in this deck is that you have so much life gain, and like having the ability to convert your life total into value is something I absolutely adore. Like, this is the type of gameplay I'm in for. And yeah, you can make those demons, so this is kind of your hidden win con, but the point with this deck is that you actually have so many win cons. You have Fountainport, Fortress, and by the way, we didn't showcase it, but if you attack with Fortress when you have Tenacity and and oh boy, if you have multiples, it's even crazier. You actually deal 5 damage because you deal 3 damage to your opponent, then you gain 2 life, which means 2 damage to your opponent. So you actually transform Restless Fortress into a 5/4, and if you have multiple tenacities, they stack. That's why we play 4 of the fortresses, because they are so good at the deck. They can also keep you alive with Annex if you are at the verge of dying against something aggressive, before you can draw into those Unions and Elspeths. So honestly, this deck is so resilient with all the life gains, so you have plenty of removal, you can kill everything, exile stuff with laydown arms. That's why we play Fabled Passage, so we can take those planes. That actually was a deliberate choice exactly for laydown arms. So that's why you see them, and that's why we have 5 planes and 3 swamps. We are going into white direction just for those laydown arms, because you want to early game use it to remove 1 and 2 mana creatures, so it's actually easy to hit 1 or 2 planes. However, later you want to make sure that at some point it can kill the big creatures. So this way it's better than Smite, because Smite is always a dead card against like Sheoldred or something. You need like multiples. Here you can just wait longer, use split ups first, and then your laydown arms at 7 mana is enough to kill Sheoldred, and suddenly you unlock all the 1 mana removal, and you can see how much difference it makes. This traded for negate, actually giving us tempo against the counter spell, something other removal cards cannot really do most of the time. So yeah, I really enjoyed the deck. I think it's really fun and something completely fresh. I think if you guys like it, tell me in the comments, because I would love to make more decks with this when I have cool ideas, so don't you worry, it will be fun. And yeah, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. You are amazing, and see you guys tomorrow.